In the white corner, weighing 230 pounds, from Westchester, California, Crippler Carl Davis.
The Crippler's decided to make his home in California, in Westchester.
His opponent in the black corner, weighing 212 pounds, from Houston, Texas, Jesse James.
Into the center of the ring calls.
45-minute time limit.
There it is, 2 out of 3 falls, or a 45-minute time limit, as Ted Grice calls him to the center of the ring. This is Dick Lane here at ringside to bring you an account of the events as they take place down there in the semi-windup between Crippler Carl Davis of Westchester, California, and Jesse James of Houston, Texas. Jesse James, a very colorful young man, protege of the great Jim Londos. Let's go down and watch it happen. It's the semi-windup, 2 out of 3 falls, a 45-minute time limit match. Crippler Carl off with his tomato-colored wind beater. He's wrestling out of the white corner in brilliant canary yellow trunks. They photograph almost white on your screen. There's the bell, and Jesse James in red trunks out of the black corner moves out and addresses him and invites him to the referee's hold, which they take. Jesse James, much as Jim Londos used to do, watches the feet of his opponent. In the referee's hold, watch the change of balance. Jesse James, a top wrist lock outside the upper arm, hand locks the end of the hold. Lots of leverage out there. Watch that boy take leverage and use it. The Crippler watching Ted Grice, the referee, for an opportunity to belt the man somewhere with a free right hand. James' hold is well made. There's his leverage. He's only using the forearm. There's a bar with the right arm of Davis across the face, but the leverage pays off for Jesse James and takes the big man down. Crippler Carl Davis, formerly of Texas, now making his home in Westchester, California. A beautiful, beautiful suburb in the city of Los Angeles. The signal to submit went into Crippler Carl, and he refused it. He blocks across James for it, now slips to the chin for his drag. James' wrist lock is still good, and he uses his feet, a little flailing, to put him back into position. The Crippler with a free right hand looks to see where referee Ted Grice is. It's a count of 1 on his shoulders as he relaxes, wondering what he's going to do about this young upstart with the top wrist lock on him. James yanks him out of that idea to punch. Nice leverage the boy's got on that hold. Good balance. The Crippler's remarks in there are his own. His opinions expressed are his own, and not necessarily those of his station. You listen to a little laughter from the audience. One of the remarks he made can be repeated. He says, what do you want to do, be a big man? There's a chin lock by Davis from the top that's paying off for him. He's doing some harm with it. James' hold is as good as it was when he started, and it's hurting the man more now because his ability to resist is lessening. Davis' attempt to punch was stopped. Look at that nice leverage. James, Jesse James. Davis using the right hand, threatens, and it's stopped again by Grice. Oh, eagle eye at Ed Grice tonight. He's got his eye on the man. What's that leverage? Look at that leverage that kid's got in that hole. He's chin locked. It seems to hurt him each time he crosses that chin. Davis backs into the ropes and gets the release. James, of course, will go for that left arm again if he can make it. Davis's idea is to keep him away from that left arm. 5 minutes have elapsed in the 45-minute time limit match. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, he was hot for that one. James again. There it is again, right out there. Oh, Nelly nailed him with it again. James hasn't let Davis show off in this match so far at all. He's been on the sorry end of it so far. Davis healing now. Heel of his hand on James' nose, but the pressure up there is a little tough, so he chin locks again. The one thing that seemed to hurt James. A giant arm bar now over the left shoulder by James, and Davis is into the ropes, and again he gets released. Way outside now.
1, 2, 3.
Davis is tearing away each time a move is made for that left arm. There he goes, a leg snatch. The first good hold Davis has had. And he's hooked out of place, and then, whoa, Nelly, it's James with a left arm. Back to that same left hand again. The signal to submit had gone into Davis. He simply said, no, go away. Nice lift. Ooh, and James, he's flailing. Bumped the middle of Davis. Davis is reaching in with the right leg to grapevine the right leg of James, but he gives up. The pressure is too heavy out on that arm. Now it's up in hand lock, in arm strangle, in a twist move. Now he's twisting it now, hooking the thumb, pulling it around. Got lots of leverage and lots of twist on it. Got it corkscrewed now. That's a straight side arm strangle, as if he was sitting out. Ooh, Nelly. And there's Davis roaring, too. There goes Davis for the rope. And the comforting thought that at least he'll lose that hold for a second, or for a few seconds. Lift into James's middle, and that'll slow him up. Davis with the right hand to the middle. The front headlock with lots of left arm under the chin. Davis held at a complete disadvantage for the first 7.5 or 8 minutes of the match. He's burned up about it. Davis goes behind. Body locks from the back. He hasn't tried any Nelson lock at all. James tries a mare lock, but he's too wide. He has a better position now if he can drop forward. He tries it, but he's stopped. Blocks it again. James trying to snap a mare. Rips at the head on his way out. Just pulled at the ears. Slipped his lock over the ears. It's an elbow that caught him on the way. mounted hammerlock now. The right hand free. Right or left can go out of that hold. The right hand free. He drives it in under the heart. Sends it in there again. This time right squarely in the middle, the solar plexus area. There it goes again. He's given 5 to go, but he drives another one at 2. Ted Grice warns him about punching. He saw the punching. Ten minutes have elapsed as Crippler Carl takes a front headlock and roars in on it. Whoop. Whoop. Raring on a headlock. Watch that left forearm. James drives a little right hand into the side and hooks the left arm into a hammerlock. That left arm of Davis has been catching it tonight. And again the rope. Davis wants to rest that left arm a little while. Takes forward quarter Nelson on James. Whoa! The thumb is out. Watch that right thumb. Left thumb. The thumb on the left hand. Watch the thumb on the left hand. Now it's in position. Davis switches his chancery lock to the side, and the left thumb is out again. He's given 5 to go. Too much deception. The wrist lock sent out to the side in bar position. Davis now working on the left. Same hold James had a moment ago. Hand locked arm bar. Now a judo hand lock, pressing the thumbs at the back of the hand. James trying to wind up and throw a right hand in there, but he's too far off. There's a whip. That stung the boy. Clubbing now to the back. Forearm hammering. And again. And another whip. You don't need many of those. There's a press for 1, for 2, for 3. That'll be it. The first fall goes to Crippler Carl Davis over Jesse James. We'll get the time now from Dave Levin as he enters the ring and checks the nature of the fall with referee Ted Grice and the time with Jack Shaw. Here it is for your records.
In the time of 12 minutes and 31 seconds, the winner with an Irish whip, Crippler Carl Davis.
Crippler Carl Davis takes second fall is on. James 1 down to Davis, and Davis wants to hurry into the second one. Sets a body lock. Roars into it with little tug tackles and drives the right hand into the middle of James. Hurries in and knee lifts into James' face. Cause a warning now to step back in order to break. Talking to the wall. There's that clubbing into the back again. And again, from a forward quarter Nelson, he clubs up forearm across the back. And now to the chest. Rips and roars on a front headlock. Whoa, wait a minute. Pounds straight into the ear and the top of the head at the same time. There's a toss into the south rope and a quick body drop. And a drop kick as he comes up. Oh, now he dives into a press. What does he get with it? A 1, 2, anybody else likes it or not. Crippler Carl went down at a terrific onslaught by this young boy. Jesse James, and here's the time.
In the time of 1 minute and 11 seconds, the winner of the second fall with drop kicks and a body press, Jesse James.
Woo! Fans have certainly picked sides here tonight. Crippler Carl, a very highly rated contender in the heavyweight division, in 1 minute and 11 seconds, fell before a series of drop kicks and a body press from Jesse James. Jesse James, who eyes this big fella rather indifferently, studies his next moves. What's he going to do? How am I going to work on this fella next? Here's a young man who takes his work very seriously. Meanwhile, Crippler Carl is rhubarbing with referee Ted Grice, claims he got a fast count. Got a short shuffle. Still yakking. Ted Grice says if you were the referee, you'd be wearing this gray suit and you'd be counting on the mat. He said, but it just happens that I'm the referee and you're down for 3 seconds. There's a 10-second warning whistle. Out go the seconds, and here comes the third deciding fall as the bell sounds. James moves out to the center of the ring, and Davis wants the man's hands open. He says, make the man open his hands. They're open. Davis still yakking. That was a formal introduction that Crippler Carl wanted. Said he hadn't had a formal introduction to the gentleman. There's an elbow and an elbow. Whoa, Nelly. They say lightning doesn't strike twice. There it is. Crippler Carl Davis has his attention divided between his opponent, Jesse James, and his argument with Ted Grice. He strangles the right arm of James and throttles with the left hand straight in.
I want to see it.
He's chin locking now. First chance he gets, he can slip below the chin. Flying head scissors. Whoa! They're under the ropes and up. Whoop! James breaks quickly. Rather than stay there and get hurt. The order was to break, and James broke quickly. A leg snatch. Nice step away into a step over in cannonball toe hold position. But immediately Crippler Carl changed the position of his body, offset any possibility of cannonball dropping into his midsection. James sits out with a flat toe hold. He's in cannonball position. He can rise his body and drop it. Gives James a lot of leverage there. Cannonball is slowing Davis up, so he lifts the man into pin position for 1. And he puts a leg lock on the left leg, scissors the right out of play. Makes a giant split here. Into a leg split, and James is down for no count. James, of course, could use judo cuts to the ear, to the neck, or anything else in there, but apparently that's not his idea. His idea is to extricate himself, release it, or block it in some other more legal manner. Crippler Carl abusing the tautened muscles of the upper leg. James finding a soft spot for his thumb in there. Gives the little man a free massage. Didn't pay off. Crippler Carl still abusing those muscles up there, being very careful not to punch. There he punches. Whoop. That'll be all. Break up. It gives him 5 to go. He could lose this fall and the match right there. The standing referees hold. James sets a mare lock, a little snap mare. And another bouncer. Ooh, Nelly, there's a Beal. Slamming Beal. And he tries the jackknife, but they're into the ropes. Too close. The Crippler in the corner where he wants his man. James not trying and out of the kitchen Mary as we reach in and hook the heel. That's called to come out of the kitchen Mary in some countries where I've been. I guess it's because that's one way to get Mary out of the kitchen. Crippler Carl, wrist locks, pulls the wrist into close to his hand, lays the palm into his middle and bars the arm. He's got both hands up on the arm. Ooh. James had a Sunday set. He was ordered not to throw it. Crippler Carl trying to get away from the eyes of the referee. He abused the fingers, which he's doing just there. Separating the fingers, cracking the knuckles, etc. The proper hand lock now, and the arm is barred. There's his lift. Trying for his Irish whip. Cyclone. James hooks the man. That's come out of the kitchen, Mary, out in the middle. The standing leg spread into the toe hold. Toe hold. Outside. Now he sets his head at the heel. Gives himself some leverage out there on that toe. He wants that leg straight. Make that toe hold pay off. 25 minutes have elapsed in a 45-minute match. All apiece. We're even Steven here. Toe hold is still good, but Davis with a free right leg, savating to the back. Got rid of James with it. James comes back and drives into the both fists. Hooks that toe again. Signal to submit goes into Davis, and he says, no, 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 no. Tries a little judo cut to the back. Clubs now. Takes an elbow. Davis tries a headlock. In desperation, threw the right leg in there. Spoils his advantage with it. He's hooked his own He's locked the left leg of James and has got a fine hold out of it. He's got his own left hand caught in the hold for a moment. Now, if you were in that, what would you do with it? That's a short leg scissors. James got a free right leg. What's he going to do with it? Davis continues to hammer away at the muscles in the upper leg. Judo cut to the chest, a little below the neck. A little kick to the face, and he gives up. Davis took one squarely in the face, in the flat of the foot. And again, double headlock to the back. James now with a front headlock. Kills him with a forearm. Kills him again. A little quick snap man by James. Ooh, a right hand coming in, stopped him into a half crab. Look out, that may do it. The signal to submit is into James. He says yes, he submits. The fall in the match goes to Crippler Carl, who still roars on the hold. That's it, the fall in the match. To Crippler Carl Davis, the winner over Jesse James. We'll get the time and the official announcement from Dave Levin, who checks the nature of the winning hold. And the time. And here it is, Dave Levin.
In the time of 9 minutes and 3 seconds, the winner with a half Boston crab, Crippler Carl Davis.
There he is. Davis offers a handshake to Jesse James, and seems like everything is settled down and off.